Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing the JoJo drip tier list. A lot of people seem to really like my ranking JoJo characters tier list, so I thought I would do this with drip instead. Because if you don't know, JoJo fashion sense is definitely unique, I'll say that much. Now I want to point out, this is coming from someone who is probably the least fashionable man on the planet. Like, I just wear a shirt, some jeans, some shoes. I don't fucking go out of my way to make myself like dress better on purpose. So we're just gonna get into it. So, and I want to point out, this has characters like different parts. Like you can see Dio part 3, Dio part 1. We're just gonna go through it. And if I forget a character here and there, well, if I forget their name, we're just gonna be okay with it, okay? So Avdol, I think Avdol, it's his hair that gets me. I've never liked his hair, but like his outfit and stuff, I think it's cool. It's got the red. He looks like a fortune teller, which, like, you know, he is a fortune teller. But his hair is what gets me. His hair, it's just like, it's like I said, JoJo fashion sense is unique. But I like the headband he wears, the necklace. I like all of it, but yeah, just the hair gets it. Dio part 3. I'm putting A tier. I'm not gonna put an S tier. I think it's cool. I think my issue with Dio in general is that I don't really like the color yellow, in all honesty. I don't. I never have. And I know he's a blonde and whatever, which technically isn't yellow, but it's yellow. And his stand being yellow, it's cool, but like, and I wouldn't want him to be any other color, but I just don't really like the color yellow. And then part 3 Dio, or sorry, part 1 Dio is cool too, B tier. I think part 3 Dio does look cooler. But part 1 Dio, he's got like the vampire garb. I think that's pretty cool. Jonathan, this is all manga, so as we know, Jonathan has blue hair in the anime. I'm just gonna go with whichever one I like more, depending on if they change. So like, for example, Jonathan has blue hair in the anime. I'm gonna go off of that. He's just a guy. I mean, he dresses like me. Just a shirt, some pants. You know, I don't wear like the gloves or like the shoulder pads. But I mean, he just looks like a dude, and like just looking like a dude in JoJo is kind of rare. Part 3 Polnareff, sorry, part 5 Polnareff. He's cool. He's cool. I think the mask is cool. I think him being in a wheelchair is cool. I just think that like it kind of did too. I feel like with a lot of part 5 characters, kind of did too much personally. But I think he's one of the cooler ones. Smokey, put him with Avdol. I mean, he just looks like a dude. Like, I don't know what to say. This is not Stroheim. Strizo. I honestly, off the top of my head, don't even know what he looks like, other than the fact that he wears a robe. Like, I don't know his outfit, so I'm gonna put him in C tier. Zappelli, William Zappelli. He's just a guy in a suit and a top hat. The top hat's cool. I think Speedwagon wears it better. I always thought that, like, you know, his mustache, if he would have had like a full-on beard, I think he would have looked cooler. But like, I've just never really cared for how he looks. Wamu, is this one? I'm pretty sure this is Wamu. I think all of the Pillarmen except for Cars kind of dookie, kind of look ass. I'm just gonna get all of them here. Nah, I guess we're gonna wait for it. But I don't know, Wamu, I feel like with them, he just kind of did too much. I feel like, but it's not like the doing too much like in the part 5. I feel like he was just still learning how characters are supposed to look like. I guess I'll put him in B tier. I guess I like him about the same as these guys. Yukako, schoolgirl. I mean, she's just a schoolgirl, but I think her design is nice personally. A lot of people might say, oh, but she's just a normal looking girl. I don't know, in JoJo, I feel like that's pretty good standard. Honestly, as our first S tier, I think out of all the characters in JoJo, he has my favorite drip. And like when you look at it, it's like kind of ugly. Okay, it is. Like, I would not be caught dead wearing what he wears, but like it's so weird and it's so cool. And like the pink hair and like the fishnets, or the fishnets that have the feet on them. It's definitely unique. Like, you can obviously say that, like, you know, Diavolo and him look similar with Diavolo and A, since we're talking about him. I think honestly is what Diavolo should have been, or wanted to be. This girl, she is the Cinderella stand. She just looks like a girl. Not as cool as Yukako. Bucciarati? Dude, I'll give an A tier, bro. Or sorry, give an S tier. I like the white. I like the outline on his chest. I like his hair. You know, we're not really going over voices because, like, you know, some people watch the anime, some people read the manga. I think his voice fits him so well. I think a lot of voice acting in JoJo fits him. And when I say fitting, I'm talking about the Japanese. But, like, his voice is drip. He looks drip. He's everything. Caesar. Caesar is, like, trying to be Dio, but he's not as cool. He's so cool, though. He's only better than part 1 Dio, but, like, I like the headband. Obviously, Joseph inherits it. But, I don't know. He's cool. Coco Jumbo. I'm going to put an S tier because turtles are cooler than people. Doppio. Doppio, okay, he looks boring. He just looks like a timid kid because that's what he's trying to be. Like, he just looks like a kid who doesn't know what's going on. Like, but that's obviously what they were trying to go for. I'm going to put Emporio in C because, I don't know. So, in the anime, so some of you might not know this if you only watch the anime. You know how he wears the baseball uniform. It's actually a Cubs uniform. If you don't know what the Cubs are, it's the Chicago Cubs baseball team. I don't really care about baseball, but I think representation is cool. So, I'll put him in B tier because of it. Enya, or Enyaba. She just looks like an old woman. D tier. Okay, I actually have no clue who this is. I actually have no clue who that is, so I'm putting her in F tier. Hermes is B tier. If she just didn't have, like, I don't think it's a beard, but, like, it looks like a beard. And I don't like that, personally. So I'm putting in B tier. I like the dreads. I like the braids. I like the shit in her hair. I like the lipstick. It's just the beard that gets me. AC/DC, dude, I've never really liked how AC/DC looked, personally. Like, I've always thought that he was ugly as fuck. Foo Fighters or FF. I like how she looks. I like how she looks. It's kind of weird. It's like, she looks like anti-JoJo in my opinion. Like, she has one solid color hair and it's like shaped in just a normal shape. Well, quote unquote normal shape. And I think that's kind of anti-JoJo, but I think she pulls it off. He looks like a captain. You know, he's strength. He has a name. Forever, I think is his name. It's a reference to Wu-Tang Clan. It's okay. I forget the name of this guy. He's the guy in part 4. He has silver hair, so that's cool. B tier. Giorno. I'm gonna put Giorno in A tier, just cause I think he looks kind of ugly in the anime. I'm not gonna lie, but like this picture of Giorno in the manga, to me that looks cool. So I'm putting him in A tier. Misto, one of my favorite characters. He looks cool. He's got like the leather pants that have the stripes on him. He wears the hat. You know, he always wears that hat and it's cool. He has like the crop top. I don't know. He's cool. I think out of all of these, he might be my least favorite in A tier. But I want to point out that I'm not ordering these, by the way, either. So I don't know. He's cool. I believe that this is Hayato, but don't quote me on that. I don't see Hayato anywhere else on here, I don't think. So, Hayato, I don't know. He's just a kid. D tier. This guy, I forget the name of this guy. He has the surface stand, the one that like transforms into Josuke or whatever. I think he's ugly. D tier. Whole Horse, I'm going to put in A tier. Just because, like, I feel like he has the design that, like, he should have been on the Stardust Crusaders. He should have been on the team. He has the vibe. He has the fit. He has everything. But he just didn't. And like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong in thinking that, but I think it would have been cool. And I like his design. Jotaro's mom, Holly. I don't know. She just looks like a mom. C tier. Put Iggy in A tier, just because, you know, dogs are cooler than people, just like turtles. But I don't like small dogs personally. Jolene, I actually really like how Jolene looks. I like the 2 different colored hair. I like the lipstick. I like the crop top. I like the spider shit. She has cool pants. And I like how, I don't know if they do this throughout the manga, because I only read some of the manga, but I watched the whole anime. But like, they progressively make her more and more buff as time passes, and I think that's really cool. So we have old Josuke, or sorry, old Joseph. Old Joseph, he's just an old guy. I like the beard though. Anime characters with beards, base, because I have a beard. Joseph, I feel like he looks. I like how he wears like the Sherlock Holmes looking fit in the beginning. Because if you don't know, like part 1 was like heavily inspired by Dracula. Part 2 is heavily inspired by Sherlock Holmes. Because that's why he says, and next you will say, because that's supposed to be like Sherlock Holmes. I don't know, I feel like as part 2 went on, I feel like he just got progressively worse. But I do like the headband. Josuke. I always like Josuke, personally. I like how his school uniform is different than everybody else's. I like his hair, personally. A lot of people find it ugly, I don't know. I find it cool. It fits him very well, and there's actually a reason for it. But, yeah, I like Josuke's look. Not much more to say. I think this Jotaro, the part 4 Jotaro, I'll put in B tier. And then I'm going to put part 6 Jotaro in A tier. And part 3 Jotaro in S tier. Like, part 4 Jotaro, I feel like it's cool, but if you don't know, Jotaro's hat and his hair are one being. And I feel like his hat being white just does not look good. Because his hair is black. And I feel like the way they blend it just looks ugly. But like the outfit itself, like the coat and stuff, looks cool. Part 6, Jotaro, he's older. You can see he's like physically older. And I think that's cool. And I think he has a good outfit. But I think in part 3, Araki was very heavily inspired by like Western movies. And I feel like he does kind of pull off like the Lonesome Ranger, like cowboy approach. And I think that's really cool. Kakyoin, I'm gonna put in C tier. I've never, his hair's kind of ugly, and I don't really like his green school uniform very much, but I think I'll put him in B tier actually. I don't know, I think he's okay. Cars, I'll put in A tier. I think Cars looks cool. I like the long hair. I just wish that like we would have seen him like that for longer, because most of the time we see him with his hair tied up in the turban, I think it's called. But Cars, he's cool. Koichi, he's just this cool school uniform kid. I think he's cool. Okay. I think it's okay. I think his is actually green too, much like Kakyoin's, but I think his is cooler. Abakio, I'm gonna put in B tier. Actually, no, I always fuck with the silver hair. I'm gonna put him in A tier. I always fuck with the silver hair. I always fuck with his outfit. His eyes are cool. I like the black lipstick. I like everything about him. Lisa's hot as fuck, so S tier, so A tier. That's all I'm gonna say. Dude, I think Alien Guy, I don't know his name, but Alien Guy is cool. Like his uniform has like the UFOs on it and stuff. I think that's really cool. He has long silver hair, which is based. And his whole thing of like, am I an alien? Am I a human? I think that's really cool. Narancha, I'll put him in B tier. I always thought he was one of the more boring ones of the Golden Wind crew. I think his stand is cool. I think he himself is cool, but I think in terms of drip, just somewhere in the middle. Rat, it's a rat who likes rats. Okayasu, just because of Oi Josuke and all the Okayasu memes I've seen, I want to put him in A tier. But I do think he's cool. He's got the cool haircut. It's like split. Or sorry, yeah, you can see it's like split down the sides right here. I'm trying to zoom in, but okay, I guess it's not really split. I guess it's just split colors, but Okayasu looks cool. Part 3 Joseph, I think looks cooler than part 2 Joseph. Because, like, he looks like Whole Horse. Like, him and Whole Horse look the same. And I think that's cool. Part 3, Polnareff, I'm going to put in A tier. I like his hair. All he does is he wears a tank top and he wears a pair of pants. But I think he pulls it off very well. Poochie, I like silver hair, dude. I like silver hair. I like how it's really short on the top, but it's really long on the front. He's got the evil priest thing going on. And I like how as the series go on, his whole hair and stuff, I feel like it just looks more like, he belongs more to a sinister guy as part 6 goes on, and I think that's cool. But the priest thing, how he's an evil priest and he wears the priest garb, I think that's really cool. I have no clue who this is. Fuck, I know your name. Nero? Nero, you have the stand Metallica. He's one of the coolest looking characters in part 5, I think, or just in general of JoJo, I believe. I think that his stand is cool, and he just looks like this evil guy that you don't want to fuck with. And I think that he honestly probably could have been one of the more like predominant evil characters in part 5, which I guess technically he was, but like he personally didn't fight Giorno or any of them, so I don't know. Roland Kishibe, I'm gonna put an S tier. I think out of all the characters, he has one of my favorite designs. I like the green hair. I like how it's split. I like his outfit. And I think the voice actor did a very good job of him. And every time I say voice acting, it's the Japanese. But I just, you know, he looks like a guy who like actually takes care of himself. I think that's cool. I guess I'll put Stroheim in S tier because German ingenuity at its finest, or engineering or whatever. No clue who this is. I don't like birds. I've never liked how Shigechi looks, ever. I think he's ugly as fuck, personally. The baby, Shizuka Joestar. Half the time you can't even see her, so F tier. Speedwagon, I'll put an A tier. I think he looks cool. He just looks like a dapper man, but then he has the scar and the top hat, and it's cool. I think this is Suzy Q, I think. Don't quote me on that. Because I don't know who this is, I'm just gonna put him in F tier. I think his name is Akira. He has the lock thing. I don't fuck with it, personally. I never have. Tonio Trendy. Tonio Trusardi. He's just a chef. You know, if you're a chef, then you might relate to him. Personally, I'm not a chef. So, he looks cool. He looks good. He's a chef. He's Italian. I'm Italian, sadly. But, he looks cool. Trish, I'm sorry, but I never fuck with her hair. Her hair is so ugly. It's a shame because I love her outfit. I love the plus and minus signs on the skirt. I love her outfit, but her hair fucking ruins it. Weather Report, I thought that this was his hair for the longest time. That white thing. I'm pretty sure it's a hat though. But I think he looks really cool personally, and his stand is cool. And like I've always fucked with his design personally. I like the blue, I like the hat, he looks cool. Adam Heartfather. Or no, this is Yoshi. This isn't Yoshikage Kira. This is his father. I think his name is like Yoshi Toro Kira or whatever. D tier. And then Yoshikage Kira, I mean, he looks like a sinister man. He has the drip. He literally has like the suit and all that. I think he's like one of the most like actually well-dressed people, and like when you look at him, you don't think anything of him, and that's his whole thing. And I absolutely love that, and I think he pulled it off so well, because he just looks like a man, but he's the most sinister man ever. Well, maybe not ever, but yeah, that's my list. Any complaints, any suggestions or anything, just let me know. That's about it. See ya.